name is Victor Guerin. I hail from the Musqueam First Nation. You gathered here today on our ancestral territory to do some important work, some work that we hold in high esteem and value, and it gives me a good feeling in my heart to see you all here today.
Well, thank you all for coming, because you are what's missing from this whole effort. As many of you know, wild salmon are a gift to us. They are a power cord that runs between the open ocean and our province. They collect the energy of the sun hitting the Pacific Ocean and bring it back to us with such regularity and in such quantity that entire cultures and civilizations were born from them, and the bears and many species have set their clocks to meet the salmon in the rivers, and they now feed all of us. They also feed the trees. Right now we're breathing oxygen that very likely was made by a tree that has been fed by salmon. They're not just a fish in the ocean, an abstract idea. They're in our bodies, they're part of us. And this collapse of the Fraser sockeye is very, very specific, and I don't hear anybody talking about this. But not all the sockeye on this coast collapsed. In fact, in the Fraser River, most of the sockeye go north past Campbell River, past 60 salmon farms. They collapsed by 92%. There's another group that has been found to go out the Strait of Juan de Fuca, the Harrison sockeye. They came back at twice what the Department of Fisheries forecast. And on the west coast of Vancouver Island, sockeye salmon did very well. In the Columbia River, sockeye salmon did very well. There are problems on the Skeena, but they only dropped by 50%. We lost 92%. So when I heard DFO, the Minister Shea, say that she was not going to look at salmon farm impact on these fish, and when I heard the Director General of DFO for the Pacific region say the same thing, it made me realize that it's up to us. These same guys saw the demise of cod on the East Coast. One of the biggest food supplies for humans, natural food supplies on Earth, went down on DFO's watch while the scientists were saying, they're going down, you gotta do this, and they refused. And the same thing's going on now, except we're on them. We can see what's happening, and we can't let this happen again. So, contact your members of parliament until they answer you and say that they have asked Stephen Harper what he is going to do about this sockeye crash, that we need a judicial inquiry into what happened. Because we can't let these fish go down on our watch, because you cannot put them back. Those salmon farms have got to get off of the migration routes of these fish, and then we can all think about this. So if each of you could go to the Adopt a Fry website and sign the letter to Minister Shea saying, let's apply the laws of Canada to fish farms, and tell 10 of your friends to do the same thing, then the politicians can see that the people want their wild salmon. No politician can stand up and change this themselves. They need you. And they are who you have voted for. Use them. That's what they're there for. They want to hear from you. So it makes me very happy to see all of you. Thank you so much. I have been losing for 20 years on this issue. The farms have just gotten bigger and more, and the fish are going down. But those pink salmon that came back this fall, they're telling us. They're telling us they can survive. We can have these fish. So go to my website, we'll stay in touch, and we'll continue this work. But thank you so much, all of you, every one of you, for coming.